So I'm out here in the forest, really the park. It's about 100 foot wide strip of wooded terrain. It's pretty nice. It's Golden Gate Park. Um, Actually, you can hear the road just over yonder. But I'm out here to think. I've been writing a paper at my desk, thinking in a box-like room all day, and for most of last night. So I came out here to think in a different kind of space. I brought my phone, of course, to record a video, so I've implicated myself in a virtual space, in a planetary network. It's still a material network grounded in, fiber optics, cables, copper wire in some places, but also in electromagnetic satellite networks. So your capacity to watch this video depends upon all of those material conditions. And yet, by having this type of technological device, this kind of material condition, I'm making possible a different kind of space, a different kind of time. And it's interesting to think about that, isn't it? I mean, whenever we think, we're always going to be dealing with a system of polarities. I don't know if you can hear that, but those two birds are doing a sort of call and response with one another. Maybe a male and a female existing in a polarized dialogue. A progressive dialectic. They're communicating. Communication, just like thinking, I think thinking is a kind of communication, is polar. It's polarized. Usually we speak in terms of dualisms, right? The dualism between forest and park, between nature and art, or the dualism between mind and body, sensation and intellect. But we can speak in terms of polarities instead, polarities which are generative of one another rather than isolated from and in war against one another as separate substances, fundamentally unrelated things. Just like space and time, just like gravity and light. These opposites are secretly entwined, secretly married and betrothed. They are the generative conditions of our experience of a universe, of a unified world and a unified self. And really, self and world emerge together in and with imagination. Imagination is the mediator between the opposites, the one power both produced by and producing two forces, imagination, as productive of both, generative of both self and world, self and other, sense experience and thinking or intellectual experience. Imagination. But when I say imagination, I don't just mean my imagination. Imagination happens to me, is larger than me. There's one imagination ultimately, the imagination of the world, or the divine imagination, the memory of the world soul, the anima mundi, you could say. But not just the memory, also the prophecy, the providence, the aim, the ideal is fully present here and now. Not only do I see it happening all around me, I am the happening, the thinking now occurring is both artist and artifact. And, polarity is a simplification. There's also triunity, there's quaternity. Reality exists in a numbered way as a numerical, mathematical pattern or harmony of differences and similarities, harmonized contrasts. So there's not only self and world, there's a complex relationship between a spiritual being, an animal body, a vegetable body, a vegetable world, a mineral world, and an astral world. All of these different kinds of being, these types of being, and species of types of beings are interacting with one another as a single system in order to generate what I come now and here to call my experience. It's a wide world, as they say. I'm going to keep walking without talking. Thanks for listening.